Hey guys, if you like time flies as much as I do, you're in the right spot. This is Super Flies for Super Guys, and I'm your host, Jody Sharp. Let's get into tying some of those wicked flies. Okay, guys, so we're going to do a really fun challenge. I've done this before, but my fly was somewhat, well, it wasn't the greatest, but it was a fishable fly. But I want to, you know that old saying, you can tie so good you could probably do it with your eyes closed. Well, one good thing about these COVID face masks is they also can cover your eyes, like so. So, what I'm going to do, I got my vise set up here, and I'm going to try and tie a black cricket with my eyes closed. Now, I have my vise here. I'll pull my table close to me here. So here's my table. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see, I think this is my foam. So there's my leg foam. This is going to be my body foam here. And then down here I have the hook, which is here, and the pin, and then my bobbin, and my things, which will be the legs. Okay, so first we have to put our pin in our vise. Now I know that this fly will not be easily seen up close, but I wanted you to see my face the whole time, just to know that I'm not cheating and you can see everything going on around. Okay, so I'll have to be careful not to poke myself with the hook or with the pin now. But so what we have here is our pin, and I have my clear thread. Let's see if I can find, there's another tool. Okay, this tool, hopefully with my eyes being closed and blindfolded, I'll be able to get my thread in there, I hope. Nah, forget it. Probably do better with just my fingers on this, because I can feel the end. Okay, so now we'll go to our vise. There's the tip. Okay. I'll put down some thread. Okay. All right. All right. So hopefully, normally I hate wasting thread, but of course I'm blindfolded, so there is absolutely no way that I will be able to see this. But I can feel it. There's the tip. So I'll take my scissors. I'll trim that off the access, because we won't need that for the legs. Okay, so now I have two things of broom bristles. I have no idea. Oops, I knocked over my nail polish, which I'll need later. Where's my other broom bristles? Okay, so I have two broom bristles. Now one is black and one is yellow. Now I'm trying to make my legs, so I need yellow broom bristles. Now of course I can't remember which ones are which, so I'm going to have to go by feel here. I can tell these are the black ones. And the reason I can tell that is because they don't slide out as well. So let me put the yellow ones under my arm, or the ones I think are my yellow ones. Yeah, I can feel these are the thin ones, so those are the ones I'll need later for the antennas. So I'll just cap those back off, put them back over on my table here. My wife probably thinks I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy, darling?
No.
Nope, she doesn't think I'm crazy. she adores me when I do things like this. Yes, these are the yellow ones. I can tell these are the thicker ones. So I'll take one of those. This is crazy, trying to feel what a blind man feels. Okay, so back to our pin. So, for black cricket legs, what you need to do is you need to have about an inch hanging off the end. So let's just try and measure that with my thumb. Okay, there's the point. So we'll tie that in. Try not to go too far up past the point there. Okay, and then we'll feel down to where I left it before. Go. Okay, and then I'll tie it back to the front of the pin. One of my favorite fly tyers, Davey McPhail, he did this challenge. He tied with his eyes closed. Boy, oh boy, did he tied a really good fly. He could do it. So I was super impressed by Davey. Don't mind that helicopter. They're just we live close to hospitals, so there's dropping people off. So for this leg, we're gonna need this foam, and I'm gonna have to cut a strip of this all the way up. Okay, I just need a thin strip. This is gonna be tricky. I didn't realize this is going to be so crazy tricky. Okay. Yep, cut it off. Okay. I think I need my bigger scissors. Oops, dropped something. Alright, let's try with my bigger scissors. I'll try cutting on the other side here. Okay. Alright. It's crazy. I don't even know if I can finish this part. It's definitely a challenge. Okay, I cut something. Oh, I could tell. Oh yeah, this is thick on this end and thinner on this end. Oh wow. Okay, this is gonna be crazy tapered, but okay. So we'll go back to our vise. This is hilarious. Okay, so there's the tip. I can feel the point. So we want to tie our foam up. Now you don't want to go past the point of where the leg needs to be. So I think that's it. Yeah, right about there. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, I dropped my crazy glue on the floor. I don't know if my wife is there.
Yes, it's right in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna just, because I can't see guys, and I'm just gonna ask my wife to pick up my crazy glue because I can't see it, and ask her to put it here on the corner of my table. That's okay, they can see you, you're beautiful. My wife's shy, so I bet you she grabbed the claw thing. I can hear her. She doesn't want to be in the video. So just put it, did you put it on the table then? Okay, thank you, darling. It's okay to be shy, I know, it's COVID, nobody wants to be on camera except your crazy husband. Okay, so this is the part that is going to be like really crazy because crazy glue is really nuts. So, let's pull this over.
What if you get it on your hands?
Yeah, I might get it on my hands, but we'll see what happens. Oh, yeah, I can feel it. It's already sticking to my hands. So we'll just dab it along. Hopefully I got some on there. I may forgo it. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. It should still work with or without the crazy glue. So we're gonna wrap it down, wrap it down, wrap it down, wrap it down, wrap it down to here, and then we're gonna tie it off. Okay, we'll take our scissors and we'll give it a trim. I didn't hear anything fall to the floor, so that must be a good sign that I didn't cut my thread. Jeez. Okay, so we'll tie that down there. And we'll do a couple of half-hitch knots to tie it off. Oh wow. I mean, I could have done a woolly bugger, that would have been so easier. But what's the point? If you're not gonna go all crazy, what's the point? Okay. I've tied it off, but I don't know if I tied it at the end or whatever, but okay, so we'll put this back on the table. And we'll take off this leg. Oh wow, it feels funny, so it doesn't look that great. Okay, so I'm gonna put this at the very corner of this table, so I can remember that's where it is. I'm gonna grab my bobbin again. Thank gosh the thread didn't get sucked into it. I'd never get it looped through if I didn't have it already tied in. So, okay, there's the hook, or the pin. Okay, let's just as close to the tip as we can. Wrap it back up. I'm gonna just assume it's there. I can feel that extra little thread. Oh, maybe I tied it in. Okay, well that would be good. Alright. So we will go back to what I will think is my yellow ones. Yeah, they're pretty thick, so they're yellow. Okay, put that on the table. vise. There's my pin. Okay, again, you want, you know, about this much sticking off the end. And we're gonna try tying it in. Okay. Yep, that's the end. Okay, we'll leave that hanging there. We will grab our foam which we cut. Oh, I can feel this is really bad. I cut this so not the right width. Oh, I can feel that's not good. But anyways, I'm going to just use it because I don't think I can cut it thinner. Oh, where's my vise? Oh, here's my vise. Okay. This is great. All right, so just pinch it on there. I already know this leg is going to be thicker than the last leg, which is not going to be, it's going to look so stupid, but anyways. We want it to be, I'm going to say about that long, and then we will tie it back to the tip. I already know these legs are going to be two different legs. Okay, so we're going to start wrapping our foam. I want to say our thin foam, but it's not that thin. Okay, so we'll tie that in. And hopefully I tied it in all right. And we'll trim that. Okay, again, didn't hear nothing drop to the floor. All right. Oh, that's way too high up. I don't want anything else falling on the floor. Better put it on the table. And we'll pull it off. Twist and pull. Okay, so as you see, which I don't see, so you guys can see, we got two what? Well, this feels like a leg, and this feels like elephantitis of the leg, but that's okay. It's, you know what? It could be a leg. Okay, so I gotta put them back down on the corner there, and we're done with the pin in our vise. So I will put this on the corner of this table, and here's my hook. Now I did go with a larger hook. This is going to be a bit bigger cricket than I would normally make, but I figured since I'm just trying to do the pattern that a little bit extra space would be helpful for that. Okay, so I got it in there. Now we're going to try and put the thread onto the hook. There's the bend. Okay, fabulous. Go right below the eye. Now, let's see if we can find that. Again, don't know which ones these are. These got to be the black ones. Yeah, I can already tell. Okay, so I have no way of telling how I'm going to get two of those out. Well, there's an open lid here. I probably grabbed it like a dozen. See if I can Okay, that's one. That's two. Okay. Now, I want to line these up evenly. I'm going to do this on the back. Okay, so what you want to do is you want just a little bit sticking out the back. Put them on. Now you can trim it up later. Obviously, I'm going to have to trim it up later. And tie it in, tie it in, tie it in. Make sure it's all tied in there. Push them up. Well, it appears I got two on there, so that's good. Those are the back ones. So make sure they're tied in there. All the way to the back. Like so. Okay. Now, if I can find my foam again. I need to find, I had a piece that I had left over. Here it is, here it is. I'll put it back here so I know that it's there. And this big piece of foam I'm going to put up there so I know that those are together. Okay, so I'm going to use this foam here. Now what I need to do, ouch. Right, so those are the antennas. Okay, so that's the back, okay. Now I really got to feel what everything is because I actually need this to go to the front of the hook. Obviously, I'm doing this a little bit different than I would if I could see, just for the sheer fact that it's complicated, but it's okay. Okay, so we're down at the end somewhere here. What I'm going to do is, okay, so I'm going to start wrapping these around. This is going to be the under part of the thorax. And I'm going to do a couple of wraps. Up, up, up. Gotta leave some space for the head. Okay. So just try and think I tighten it up. It's not unraveling, so I think I tighten it up. If I can find my little scissors. I've messed my table up there. Yay! Nothing fell again. Doing great. Okay, next step. Grab those legs that we made. Okay. So I'm assuming this is the stubby end, and this is the, oh, I can already tell they're not the same leg. Okay, so what I'm gonna try and do, I'm gonna try and tie them in. Now this is gonna be tricky. So I gotta, so that's the eye, that's where oh, I can't see a damn thing. Oh my gosh, it's so horrible. Oh yeah, I missed that big time. Oh, come on now. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I got it. So make sure those are the right length. I want them to be as up there as I can. Tuck it against that. Okay. I gotta tie them in. have no idea how much is sticked out the end. So I have to. So hopefully these are my antennas now. Yeah. So I'm gonna fold that over, tie it in. Normally I would trim it. I can't see a darn thing, so I'm just gonna wrap it into the pattern. Okay. So, 2 legs. Now, I want to make these legs the length of the upper part, and then, which is about there, and like that. So hopefully, I don't cut off the wrong thing here now. I grabbed the wrong scissors, but that's okay. And I just want a little bit sticking out the end. Hopefully, with any amount of luck, well, they feel a little long, but you know what? I can always trim that when I'm done, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Okay, so we have an abdomen, and some legs, and some antennas, and the little tail parts. And what was that, honey? Oh, okay, so now, grab the little scissors again. What I want to tie is the eyes into it. Again, I have no idea how thick this is going to be, so I hope I don't make these eyes too stupidly thick, otherwise it's going to have really bad eyes. Put that up there. Okay, so I can tell it's already too long, so I only want a little bit, maybe like half of that. Put that little piece up there. Okay, now normally I will round the eyes a little bit. It's probably not a really good way to do that. Okay, so there's the legs, here's the eye. Okay, let's try and crazy those in there. Hopefully I didn't screw up the antennas. Okay, normally I would make sure they were really wicked tight. I am not going to be able to do that right now, so. Alright, so hopefully that's the eyes. Now I just need to do the legs. These are the thick ones. I think these are the thin ones. Okay, yeah, those are the thin ones, so I don't even need those anymore. So I'm going to take those, put them off to the side. I think these are the thick ones. Please tell me I didn't pick up the same ones. Come on now. Alright, yep, those are the thick ones. Okay, so now I'm going to find my scissors again. And I want to bend these in half. Normally I just cut them in half, but because I can't see, I just need to sort of bend them in half. And give them a trim. Also, normally I would tie them in individually, but I'm going to try and tie them in as a pair. And I'm going to gonna try and turn my vise upside down so that I can tie them on the bottom. Oh man. These are the eyes, that's the legs. So I think that's the middle. Let me try and tie them in. Flip that back up. And I'll just adjust them. Okay, I think they're okay. Could be way off. But must be alright. Okay, so I'll adjust them later. I'll just point them forward a little bit so I know where they are. So, I'll need the scissors, and I'll need, I think I had a strip. Yes, this is it. So I'm going to try to tie this in where the legs are here, and I will wrap it up to the front, and where's the back of the legs? Okay, these legs I gotta pull up like this so I can tell where they are. Okay, so I need to wrap this around, okay, and wrap it around, where's the, oh, this is tricky. Did I tie the legs in? Oh, now there's too many legs. Okay. Where's the front legs? Okay, here's the front legs. Here's the antennas. Okay, so wrap it around like that. Then I need to push these over like backwards and do a wrap. And then I'm going to tie that down. Well, if I screwed up, this is the part where I really screwed up, I think. Okay. Trying not to cut anything off other than the foam, which is here in my fingers. This is stressful. So I have, what's this? It's a back leg. Where's my side legs? Oh my gosh. Okay, here's the side legs. There's the antennas. Where's my other side legs? Oh my gosh. Where are they? Okay. They're here. Here's the back legs. Push these forward. Okay, okay. Antennas. Okay, so one last step. I am not going to try painting this blindfolded because would just be ridiculous. And I am not ridiculous. I can't see. Okay, so I gotta cut an inch off of the. Okay. I don't know how wide this is. I gotta cut it in half. I think I did okay. Yeah. I gotta cut a circle. Let's cut it over the table so I don't drop anything. Okay. There's another step that I do on my really, really fancy ones. I'm not gonna make this one that fancy. I would put like a brown winging. There's no way I'll be able to cut that, so in honesty, I won't be able to do it. Okay, so you want your little circular part to go between the legs, and you want this part to go just below the eyes. So I'm going to push these side legs to the back, and nail there, and try to tie it in. Okay, and now I will do a half hitch at the point where I tied that, hopefully not locking anything else in. And I'll try one more half hitch. Gosh. Okay. I'm going to take my scissors. I will trim that. So, what do we got here? Antennas. How come there's only one leg there? Uh-oh. Okay, there's two. Where's the back legs? One back leg, one back leg. Okay. Wow. Okay, one thing I didn't grab. Oh. Okay, I dropped a bunch of stuff, but that's okay. Okay, so to shape my legs, my back legs, I'm going to need my hemostats. Now, I just go out an inch from there and push it forward. That makes the Z shape of the leg on this side. I'm going to go out an inch and push it forward. And spread our legs. I'm not going to try trimming them. Oh, it was my scissors I dropped. Okay, I'm going to take off the blindfold now and pray that we have something resembling a black cricket. Now, like I said, I didn't nail polish it and all that final touches, but the reveal is, hey, surprise, surprise. Hey, wow. You know what? That's pretty darn close. That is pretty darn close. Wow. I am really kind of surprised that that turned out so well. Obviously, my back legs, yes, one is a little thinner than the other, admittedly. They are a little longer at the end than I thought, and then the front. But I'm going to tell you what, I would paint that up and throw that on my line, and I will catch fish with that for sure. As a matter of fact, it's not quite cricket season. It's only April, so we're not quite into top water yet. I'll just trim up the little bits. Actually, before I trim it up, I'll show you what I did. Bear with me, folks. I had to put the camera a little far back in order for you to be able to see it. So sorry about the bad editing here. And let me just throw some light on here for you. so you can hopefully take a peeky-boo at what we did. Okay, let's zoom in here. And I'll just readjust that so you can see. How does that look? There. So the surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen, we have a blindfolded black cricket. And just to show you now, I am going to fix it up a little bit. I did drop my other scissors. No wonder I couldn't find them. I'm going to tidy this up just a little bit to make it actual functioning. I'm going to just put the legs the right length. I'm going to do two things with this cricket. I'm going to leave them a little long, not completely long. And the back tail, I'm going to trim it up. But I'm going to do a follow-up video to this one, the blindfolded black cricket. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish this in the summer. And we'll see how she fishes. I'll just trim that little... Oh wow, that just kind of unraveled the whole thing. Fabulous. And I'm just going to push the legs forward. I'm going to trim them off because that's what I would do if I tied it. And fabulous. And that's it, ladies and gents, your black cricket. Now, again, with the blindfold on, there's no way that I would have put on the nail polish. That's just ridiculous. I would have painted my shirt, painted the floor. You know, the whole 9 yards. I didn't want to paint everything black. I just want the cricket to be black. Right, turn her over. Paint the underside. Make sure the legs are black. I'm pretty impressed. That was a... If you want to challenge yourself and you don't think you'll cut your hand off or a finger off tying flies with your scissors, I challenge any decent fly tyer to give that a shot. If you've been tying for a few years, I've got over 60, that's correct, 60,000 hours of fly tying under my belt. So I am a level 6 master fly tyer, and over 25 years of experience, both at the water and not at the water. So that is my blindfolded black crickets. I can't say I'll be doing that again anytime in the near future. That was for sure a challenge. Not clean, and it took 45 minutes. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. And thanks for watching, guys. Tell me what you thought. Okay, guys, hope you liked that video. Now hit like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching.